So, just a quick overview of what's going to happen. We transferred all the strings onto a dowel, so
so I can hold it?
So you can hold it and keep somewhat equal tension on everything here as it goes through.
As equal as we can.
As equal as we can. And also, something that helps with, no matter how wide...
It's crucial.
It's probably crucial because of what happens otherwise, is we've been taking just a strip of, plain old, I guess, parchment paper would work. Anything comes in a roll like that, anything that comes nice and long would work. But
semi-durable.
Semi-durable, and you just stick it in under here, and as it rolls in between each layer of the strings. Otherwise, they start, especially at the edges, all the strings on top layers start falling off, which means they're tighter than they should be. There's less string than there should be.
Oh, no,
right?
That means they're loose.
They're loose.
That means the ends will be loose and the middle will be tight.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever. It was just a problem for us in the past.
Yeah, in other words, uneven tension.
In other words, uneven tension, you're going to get something loose or something tighter. And so...
Because that's what we're fighting here.
Yeah.
On some larger looms, they actually have separate spools for every thread that goes through the loom, and so they get every tension is adjusted one at a time. But since we are looped here, and it's the easiest way to do it, unless you want to tie off every string, which is a pain, and then you'd have to worry about the end. But every string here should be probably the same length, hypothetically. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In theory, it's going to be the same length. In practice, it's going to be very
off
close.
By some inches. And that's another thing, when you're warping, you try to make sure that you get your...
These are all loose in here on this side.
Yeah. You try to make sure when you're warping, you try to make sure that when you put the string on the warp, that you try to get as even tension on there as possible. You'll find out towards the end you always make it a little bit tighter than when you started, because the pegs are starting to bend a little bit. You try to warp it pretty loose.
Okay.
I'll cut this one too.
Is that all of them? Yay!
We've run out of room back here.
Well, that's because, you get in the chairs in the way, and all of the stuff over there is in the way.
Yeah, it'd be nicer if we had a bigger room to do this in.
You kick your computer?
Shush.
So, yeah.
They're not helping.
So, but yeah, that's basically what it looks like when we're trying to make everything sort of even here.
So, best way to do it to kind of even everything up is, try to make your threads, as linear as possible. Well, I guess they're all linear, but try to make them all
as straight as possible.
As straight as all. Yeah, just try to make them line up. And the best way to, help even the tension out is kind of,
Because most of these are looped around that stick as well at the end, just because that's how it works. There's very few places they're tied off, and so this will help them all even out as same sort of length and tension on it.
Shaking works better than combing your fingers through, because when you comb your fingers through, you'll tighten certain ones that are close to your fingers.
Yeah.
The ones that are not.
Yeah, they tell you not to run your fingers through it.
So shaking it just kind of helps it.
Sounds...
I always wondered what would happen if I tried to bring the heddle through and then back down again, but I'm afraid that would just
You probably just fray up all the things.
I just...
But, yeah.
It's looser on this end.
Well, oh, is that the end you started with?
No, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I started with this side.
Oh.
Anyway, interesting.
Whatever.
Whatever, man.
So he's going to do that, and when he's ready, I will help him, I think, with the turning the crank on this end. Which one did we decide was the one to use again?
Well, I think the double roll right there that has two of them stuck together.
Alright. Yeah, because we kept cutting them too short and they'd be wobbly at the ends, so we want to try to make sure that these all stay about the same distance away from the main beam. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, I don't know if I can,
I don't think you can do that.
Unless I set it over here. What happens if I set this over here?
Just let me hold it.
Listen, I'm going to be in the video anyways. I could set it over there and just, you'd see me, and I'd look silly.
Hey, just give it to me.
Yeah. long as you keep shaking it.
The camera or the loom? Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm wobbling it real bad because I'm trying to figure out where to zoom.
Oh, don't zoom at me. I have to zoom, like, at all. Are you going to zoom in on my face and stuff?
See? Oh, come on, just get to going here.
Yeah. I'm going to start with this one because the other one's all wrinkled up.
Well, the ends don't match on that side.
What do you mean?
The beginning and ends don't match on that side. One's longer than the other.
Yeah, that's why I would start rolling it.
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
understand.
Alright. This is a pain in the butt too. A lot of this whole process is a pain.
Yeah. Warping a loom is not the most, like,
I mean, there must be
graceful.
there may be better ways to do it with different tools or more space probably.
More space would help.
But this is kind of awkward. And if there's two of you guys working on yours, it might be a bit easier too than.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing this by myself.
What I try to do here is I try to get the flat sides of our cut pieces of paper sort of to line up so that when I roll it, it doesn't start to go out or in and mess up and fold over itself and stuff.
See, now that we've evened out the tension, so to speak, or as much as we can, you know, we kind of let it go lax a little bit, not pull it real hard, because when she pulls it through the heddle, that's what's going to create the uniform tension on it. Hopefully, sometimes it doesn't work quite like that.
Yeah, move the scissors underneath the thing too if you have a hand free. Tangle everything off, tangle off.
Damn it, everything fell off now.
Here.
That's it.
Really?